attending and statistics on, yeah, basically when you gather statistics, okay, or number of students attending, frequency, the median, okay, and so on, that becomes the quantitative part of the research. Okay, well done. So today we're going to look at quantitative research. Let me just share the screen. Quantitative research is not a very lengthy lecture, yet it's quite important. Okay, here you go. All right, so now since I'm sharing the screen, I won't be able to really monitor the chat. Hold on, yeah, let me just pull out my phone. 1 second. For me to monitor the chat part. Okay, could you see the screen? If you could see the screen, can I get a thumbs up, please? Could see? Okay, thank you, Baker. Okay, so quantitative research. So this is what we're going to do today. So we're going to start with the learning outcome here. Okay. So what do we mean by quantitative? Okay. So today, by the end of today's lesson, you should be able to apply the concepts of quantitative research, okay, in primary and secondary research, and you should be able to use appropriate scale when designing a research instrument, okay. Now, what is a research instrument? We did this yesterday. Like survey is a data collection method, but what is the instrument that we could use to conduct a survey? Can somebody please just shout it out loud? If your data collection method is survey, what is the instrument you could use to collect your data? Hello, we did this yesterday. Questionnaire. Thank you, Sutej. Okay, questionnaire is an instrument. All right. So besides questionnaire, what else could we use? Questionnaire, very good. That's an instrument. Yeah, there are a lot of instruments in research. What are other instruments that we could use? Interview questions. Guys, get it? Interview is also an instrument. When you want to do observation, when you come up with a Lee Samuel, survey is actually the general way of collecting data. Okay, that's the general way of collecting data. All right, so what is the instrument? Now the question is, how are you going to do the survey? You need an instrument. So what is the instrument? Questionnaire. What is the instrument? Interview. What is the instrument? Observation checklist. Is that clear? Is that clear before I move on?
Clear, Miss.
Okay, very good. So now what is the definition then? What is the definition of quantitative research? So quantitative research is basically, okay, quantitative research is a process, okay, that is systematic and objective in its ways of using numerical data from only a selected subgroup of a population to generalize the findings to population that's being studied. What language is this? What language is this, guys? Mandarin? Tamil? Malay? French? What language is this?
English.
But does it make sense? Can somebody tell me what is the meaning of this? Anybody would like to volunteer, would like to explain the meaning of this? Hello? Okay, let me explain. Okay, let me break it down, right? Now, quantitative is a systematic and objective process. Now, what is the opposite of objective? What is the opposite of objective?
Subjective.
Subjective. What is the difference between objective and subjective? Which one allows interpretation? Which one allows more emotion, explanation, and which one doesn't allow all those kind of, emotion, explanation, and so on, but it's just black and white? Which one is just black and white?
Objective.
Objective. Very good. Objective. In the exam, you have objective questions and subjective questions, right? Sometimes you have objective and subjective. Objective questions are also known as multiple choice questions. You know that? Guys?
Yes, miss, yes.
Okay. So now tell me, let's say your teacher says, okay, this exam is 50 marks, for example, 50 marks, all right? And the teacher says, okay, 50 marks, here you go, then finish marking. Let's say you did a piece of work which is similar with your friend's work, okay? Whatever you did is what your friend did, but different teachers marked the work. Listen carefully. The script is almost the same, but different teachers marked the work. So teacher A gave 30 out of 50, teacher B gave 32 out of 50. So this is most probably, this is objective or subjective?
Subjective.
Subjective. Can you do this kind of manipulation, alteration? Are these kind of differences possible in objective? If let's say you do MCQ questions, you have to shade A, B, C, D. If your answer, student candidate A's answer script and let's say student B's answer script is the same, 100% the same, any possibility of the score to be different if it's MCQ?
No.
No. Quantitative is the same. Quantitative is like MCQ. Because in quantitative, it's about numbers and we cannot do this kind of manipulation in numbers. The opposite of quantitative is qualitative, where we use a lot of emotion. I'm not saying that we become sentimental, but we use a lot of interpretation, observation. So interpretation is not the same. Interpretation differs. Agree with me? Do everybody see things from the same perspective? Okay. How many of you think that we should not have school uniform? How many of you think that school uniform should be banned? Raise your hand. I'm not talking about AP, I'm talking about school. How many of you think that school uniform should be banned? Raise your hand. None of you think school uniform should be banned? Okay. How many of you think that students should have the opportunity to voice out their opinion about the management and administration of the school? Meaning you have student council. In primary, in secondary school, you should have student council where students will represent the student council and voice out their concerns about the school's administration and management and overall, operation of the school. How many of you think that students should be part of it? Raise your hand. Hello. Am I the only one in this class?
Miss, we are raising our hands.
6 people have this.
I'm so sorry, I can't see that in the chat. It's not appearing in the chat, you know. Okay, never mind. Maybe it's the mobile phone. Because I'm
26
using my
people
phone.
have raised, Miss.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So you see, opinion is not fixed. Opinion is very subjective. So quantitative is something more fixed and objective. Quantitative is a systematic and objective way because it uses numerical data. So these are the keywords. What is numerical data? Basically, we use numbers, okay? And it's only from a selected subgroup. Selected subgroup means selected subgroup of population. Simple language participants of your research. Is that clear?
Yes, Miss.
Participant of research, okay?
Clear,
Do you know what is generalized? Thank you, guys. Do you know what is generalized? The findings. Very simple, yeah? I ask you a question. This is just a general findings, okay? To Americans, let's talk about coffee and tea, okay? Now, Americans like coffee or tea? General findings, huh? Americans are into coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee?
British?
Tea.
Tea.
Tea. And the British's tea is not like the Indian tea. British tea is without milk. You go to India, even Malaysia, you don't really get this black tea. It's not really a culture among the Indians. You go to China, they look at you in a very weird manner when you ask, like, do you have tea with milk? They just look at you. What tea with milk? You take tea with milk. You go to India and you ask for tea without milk, they look at you. Tea without milk, is that possible? Because in India they take buffalo milk, they take fresh cow's milk. All right, okay. So now this is a general finding. Oh, people in UK, in the British like tea, the Americans like coffee. Now my next question is, did they go to every American and did a survey? Did every American participate in a poll to say that he or she likes coffee or tea?
No.
No. What they would have done is they would have taken a certain number of people, because in research, in quantitative research, there is a formula. The formula will tell you how many minimum participants you should have in order for you to generalize your findings. So let's say there are 50 million people. You have to use that formula to generalize your findings, okay? So let's say the formula says 35 million. Then you must do a survey involving 35 million individuals. Only then you can generalize the findings to say that Americans are like this, British are like this, Japanese are like this, Indians are like that, Chinese is like this. You know, I'm not here being stereotyping or being racist here. I'm just talking about how findings can be generalized. Okay, so understand the concept of generalization, guys?
Yes, Miss.
Great. Now, this is the heart of today's lecture. How many concepts are there?
6.
6 concepts. Now, you guys tell me, what is population? I've introduced that already. What is population? Guys, it doesn't mean it's a lecture. You can just, sit and listen. You've got to participate as well, okay? I've just introduced. What is population?
Number of people in a single area.
Thank you, Jamil, and thank you, I don't know who spoke. Okay, population is actually the participant of your research. Number of participant is sample size. Ming Pai.
Yes,
Guys,
Miss.
you know Mandarin? Ming Pai means understand or not. Okay. Okay. So population means the participants in the research. Sample size means how many participants. Okay. If population is participants in the research, sample size is how many people participate, then what is sampling unit? Sampling unit is something more general. For example, let's say I want to do a survey, a very interesting survey. How many of you like durian here? How many of you like durian? You are a durian lover. Raise your hand, please. Let me check at the participants list. Wow, quite a number of you like durian, huh? Ten of you, that's all, like durian. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, about 10. 4, 6, 8. Okay. All right. Now, the question is, I have a company. Okay, my company's name is Kodomo Tiger. My company's name is Kodomo Tiger. In Kodomo Tiger, we sell toothpaste. Okay, we sell toothpaste. All right. So now my boss said, let's think of a new flavor. And then we came up with this durian toothpaste. How many of you will buy durian toothpaste? Raise your hand. Durian toothpaste. None of you? I thought you like durians. Okay, so now, let's say now I want to do a survey. So who will participate? Let's say this product is a Malaysian product, okay? So who will be participating in my research, guys? Who will be my sample population?
Malaysians.
Very good. Malaysians will be my sample population because they are my target audience. Am I right? Okay. So in that case, my population, Malaysians. Sample size, Malaysia about 30 million. Let's say 10 million. Okay, or 15 million people participate. My sampling unit can be Malaysians, but my population means Malaysians who are above the age of, let's say, 15. So sampling unit is something very general, population is something a bit specific, and sample size talks about the number. Is that clear?
Yeah, miss.
Okay. So here I have the notes here. So sampling unit is very general. People, Malaysians. Population is more specific. Malaysians above the age of 15. Sample size means how many people are participating. Okay. Variables is actually quite interesting. Okay. Variable means the measurement of units. Okay. What are the factors that make people to buy durian toothpaste, for example? So variables can be what? Maybe the seasonal, maybe the smell, maybe the taste, you know. So these are the factors. This could be the variables. Now variables, there are many types of variables, but in this module at pre-university level, we will only talk about two types of variables. Dependent variable and independent variable. Look at these guys, dependent and independent. Okay, this one. So what is dependent variable? When the outcome is dependent on the independent. So in independent variable, okay, independent variable means the finding, the value is not dependent on anything else. So very simple, right? When I say dependent means dependent on something, independence means it's not independent. Okay, it doesn't make sense, right? Explanation like this, it doesn't make sense. So let me give you an example. All right. Let's say I want to do extra class. All right, I want to do extra class for you. So students who attend extra class will get higher grade, for example. Okay, students who attend higher extra class and their grades. Okay, so now tell me which one is dependent on which component. So there are two variables here, extra class and grade. So these two are variables. Is that clear? Extra class is a variable, grade is a variable. Is that clear?
Yes, miss.
Okay, so now tell me which is dependent on which. Extra class is dependent on the grade or grade is dependent on extra class?
Grade is dependent on the attendance of the extra class.
Okay, so the grade is dependent on your attendance of the extra class. So your attendance of the extra class is dependent or independent?
Independent.
Independent. So your grade is dependent. And this is the meaning of dependent variable and independent variable. Is that clear?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Now, I want all of you to get into a very simple research work, okay? Internet research. Now, I want you to type and find out the difference between reliability and validity. Can you do that now, please? I'll give you 2 minutes to do this. I give you 2 minutes to tell me the difference between reliability and validity. Start now. Put it in the chat, please. You people, next time don't say you like durian. None of you want to buy my durian toothpaste. Making me so upset. Okay, guys, you can start sharing your findings. The difference between reliability and validity. Okay. Kai Feng, reliability, consistency, validity, accuracy. Criticon, reliability, consistency. Wei Huan, reliability, quality of being trusted. Aiden, extent to which results. Asfar, okay, Asfar found a table. Okay, that's a nice table, Asfar, very informative. Reliability is consistency. Okay, very good. So a lot of people got the same answer. Reliability is consistency. Validity is accuracy. Okay, very good. Okay, now listen to me carefully, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you, guys. Thank you for your reply. Okay, now. So everybody say reliability is consistency. Okay, reliability is consistency. Okay, fine. So now let me ask you something, yeah? Okay. I want to do an experiment. Okay, I want to do an experiment. I want to see whether plants need sunlight or not. Okay, that's my experiment. I want to know whether plants need sunlight. Okay, right. So I have plant A, plant B. How do I ensure reliability in this experiment? That's my question. I'm typing the question, yeah?
Miss?
Yep.
Yeah, for that experiment, you would need to have multiple plants and do the experiments on all of them.
Multiple plants?
Yeah, you have it. You can't just do it on one single plant and call it a finding for research. You'd have to do it on 100, maybe 200, maybe 1,000 of plants to make a conclusion about it.
That's correct, but how do I ensure there is some kind of reliability? Because you say reliability means consistency. Okay, so you should do this with many types of plants, right? And then you should get the same results. Am I right?
Yeah.
then it is considered reliable. Okay, that's very good. Very good. What are other ways of ensuring reliability in the experiment? If let's say you are using 100 plants, right? What are other things must be maintained? What are other things that must be maintained? Very good. You repeat the, okay, very good. So you repeat the experiment in different methods. Okay, you use a couple of plants, yeah. And then what do? You put some under the sunlight. You have to put some of it out of the sunlight and you got to see the findings. And whatever you put, so what are you manipulating here? What are you changing here? Presence of, what is being manipulated?
Presence of sunlight.
Very good. So what you are manipulating is presence of sunlight. But what are the things must be consistent, guys?
The water.
Yes, amount of water, type of soil, right? Amount of water, types of soil, perhaps the species, like you see, like cactus, different nature. They need sunlight, a lot of sunlight, otherwise they will die. But if you put something like, like certain plants, like, flowers and all, they cannot have a lot of sunlight. But any plants for that matter, without sunlight, they will die. All right. So this is what we mean by reliability and validity. So validity is about accuracy. Reliability is about consistency. Is this clear?
Yes, Miss.
Very good. Okay, any questions so far? Okay, if you have no questions, I suggest that we just take a short break, a 5-minute break, and then we will look at the scales. Okay, in 5 minutes, we will look at the scales. All right. Okay. Can you all hear me?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Now, let's continue. Okay. So that's validity, reliability. Now let's move on, yeah? Data types. Okay. Have you seen this kind of scale before? Have you seen this before?
Miss, you're not sharing the screen.
Oh. This. Have you seen this? Hello, guys. So the question is, okay. Okay, Dinesh has never seen it. Okay, same goes to Vivi also. Okay, now my question is, like you see, sometimes when you fill out forms, they've got a long list of countries and they just ask you to write the code. If it's Malaysia, okay, you put 00 and then you have all the codes. Whichever your country you belong to, sometimes you just have to write the code there. Okay. Now, sometimes the drop down, male means you write 1, female means you write 2. This is actually for data tabulation. So the question here is, does the statistic there have any power? Like, does it say that 1 is more powerful than 2 or 2 is more powerful than 1? Does the number there show some kind of power, or it is just a representative of a value?
Representative of a value.
Very good. So this is what we call nominal scale. So later when you're doing your questionnaire, when you're designing your instrument for your group assignment, these are the types of scales that you have to decide. Which kind of scale do you want to use? Okay. Now moving on, we have another scale called ordinal scale. This is ordinal scale. Okay. Ordinal scale, small, medium, large. Where do you see usually? When do you see this?
Competitions.
Competitions first, second, third. Then when you buy clothes, right? Small, medium, large,
Yeah.
isn't it? So this is it's also a type of scale, guys. It's a type of scale, and that is called ordinal scale. So this is similar with nominal, but the only thing is there is a difference in terms of management, in terms of measurement. Okay, in terms of measurement. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, moving on. Interval scale. Oopsie. Interval. Interval is, you do your course appraisal, performance of the lecturers, performance of the, how engaging, let's say, the tutorial is, or how clear the explanation is, how good the teaching materials are. So when you're doing this kind of evaluation, this is evaluation, performance evaluation. This is called interval scale. 明白?
Yes, miss.
Very good. Okay, next, the last one is ratio scale. Ratio scale is a physical, actually ratio is very simple. Sometimes we just, okay, let me just use the chat. Go to the chat. Okay, let's say I give you a ratio. Okay. Let's say 1. Oh, so slow. Okay, 1 equals to female. And and 5 equals is male. Then I do a ratio like this, 1 to 5. So I'm posting it. So now tell me, is there more females or males?
Is
More
more
females?
male.
More female?
1 female equivalent to 5 males. So more females or more males?
More males.
No male.
More males.
Yeah. So it's a population where you have more males, so lesser females. All right, so you see 1 female means you'll be able to see 5 males. So males are more than females. Okay, so this is ratio. All right, so ratio is also used in certain situations as a scale. Okay, now, so that is the lecture for quantitative overall. Is that clear?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Okay.
Yes, miss.
Going back to our journal, what are the common words you saw? Like you heard that word, you read that word yesterday, and today you're seeing it on the lecture. Can you just type it in the chat, please? Okay, what are the words that are repeating? Like you saw that yesterday and you're seeing that today as well. Survey, very good. Abstract, good. Quantitative, okay. There are a lot more. What else? Abstract, okay. What else? What is collecting, Cheng Hao? Be more specific. Data, okay. Population, guys. Population. Interval scale, okay. Questionnaire, all right, okay, good. Okay, my next question is, okay, just gonna post I'm gonna post something here, hold on. I don't know why it's all about plants, but yeah. Can you just try this question, please? Okay, just a little bit of quiz to test your understanding. Did you see it? Is it very dark and is it clear? Yeah, I don't know why it looks blur on my end. Okay, what is the answer? Can't see, yeah? Can't see. Okay, hold on. It looks very clear on my screen. Oh yeah, Wei Huan has posted, reposted. Can you all see Wei Huan's post? Okay, thank you so much. Okay, just give it a try, guys. The answer type, it's water, apple juice, milk. Okay, it's water, apple, yeah, types of liquid, yeah, okay. All right. I give you another question, okay? But there's a problem, you know, with this question because the color seems to be a problem. 1 second. Okay, is that clearer now? Guys, can you please be professional and stop removing your friends, please? Please be professional. Samuel, are you back? Samuel and Saad, I'm so sorry.
Yes, Miss, I'm back.
I'm so sorry. Got it? The answer is actually the amount of time the dog follows command. Get it, guys? Okay, let's try one more question. Okay, this one wasn't part of the lecture, but this is just to test your knowledge. Okay, now when we say constant, okay, constant means it doesn't change, right? Listen carefully. Constant variable, it doesn't change. So tell me what is constant here. I'm posting it now. Tell me what is constant here. What is constant here? Okay, Wei-Huan said RAM. Thickness of the RAM. Okay, the answer is actually height of the RAM. All right, what we cannot change, what is constant and that will remain is actually the height of the RAM. Okay, is that clear? Okay, guys, I just want to check. What is your intake here? Your UCFF 2, 1. What are you? Can you just type it out? Can somebody just shout it out?
2104.
21004.
4.
UCFF 2104. Am I right?
Yes, miss.
Yes,
FF.
miss.
Okay, wait. I
Yes,
want to
miss.
I need to know when you finish your course. Okay, so you're finishing our semester, yeah? Is finishing. I'll be seeing you after the Christmas and year-end break. By the way, guys, I'll be taking some leave. I will let you know. We will have to, again, Friday is actually my day without any classes. Now with this new schedule, I'll have a class. So I feel so bad. If I'm taking a day off, then I will let you know if the Friday class is affected, okay? Because I want to clear my leaves. By the way, the last week of our class is 7th of February. Am I right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13th of February. Okay, 13 February is the last day of our class because I'm going to give you all the assignment already. I'll upload your assignments over the weekend or Monday. I think Monday or Tuesday I'll upload your assignment. Okay. 13. Okay. Okay. Your assignment will be due before the break, which is on 20, 21, 22, 23, 24th of December. Guys, is that clear? Your assignment, your individual assignments, deadline will be 24th of December. Is that clear?
Yeah, Miss.
Okay. So now I'm going to, at 11:30, listen carefully. I'm going to give you your assignment briefing. All right. So we have about 7 minutes. So 11:30, I'm going to give you assignment briefing. So just hold on. Okay. You can just have a drink or something. 11:30 is assignment briefing. I'll see you again at 11:30.
I ain't tryna
love making fresh pasta. Finally, some help.
Assignment briefing time. So next time I'll get a DJ for the class, okay, to play some, so you can take over the break time. You can play songs that you like for the class. Okay, so guys, okay, now let's look at assignment component. Are you back? Jamil, you want to be the next DJ? Okay. Okay, Jamil has volunteered. I take that emoticon as a sign of thank you. You said okay. So Jamil is going to entertain us the next break time. So guys, are you back?
Yes, miss.
Okay, great. Okay, now let me just go through the, no worries. Music heals, music helps, music refreshes mind, and that keeps us going too, isn't it? Okay. So now, before I get into the terrifying part, I wanted to cool you down with the music. Okay, now let's look at the assignment. I'm still making a bit of amendments here and there. Okay. But I'll just go through it with you. Now, this is the assignment here. Okay. I will post it after I get the approval. Yeah, I've not gotten the approval to post the assignment yet. Okay, so basically the course has got 3 learning outcomes. I've gone through this with you in the first week, okay? So the first one I told you, it's going to be, you'll have an individual assignment. you have your presentation and your class test. So today, what we are focusing on now, now is cross analysis, which is your individual assignment. How many percentage is that? Guys, how many percentage is that? Saw this? %30%. Okay, so 30%, and there you go. So what is it called? Cross analysis. Your deadline is 24th of December, Eve Christmas. You don't have to wait till Eve Christmas, okay? Shall I make it 23rd? Yeah, 23rd is actually 24th is a holiday. Sorry. 23rd. Yeah. It's a Thursday. No. 23rd is it's a Tuesday. Can somebody please help me to confirm this? Is it a Tuesday? Is it a Tuesday?
No, Miss. 23rd is a Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Oh, really? Thursday?
Yeah.
23rd of December. Yeah. Okay, so you'll be given 3 journals, FF6, FF7, and FF8. Okay. So you only have to use these 3 journals, all right? So towards the end, when you do your citation, you only cite these 3 journals, okay? You start off with introduction, all right? You start off with introduction. We did this practice in tutorial, remember? The first line should be the aim. Remember, I showed you that, guys. Can I get some reply?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. So now body paragraph is what we are working on in our tutorial now, okay? So your body paragraphs, all right? Okay, there are 2 body paragraphs. Body paragraph 1 is literature review. Okay, body paragraph 1 is literature review. Okay, so literature review, I've not done the lecture yet. The lecture for literature review will be conducted next week. Okay, this one will be conducted next week. Sorry, speed of editing work here and there. Okay. So in your literature, what you have to do is, sorry, not so clear, who's that? In literature review, you are supposed to know your themes. Remember, I told you just now variables. We're going to work on variables. Okay. These 2 variables we will use in our assignment, in our tutorial, so you cannot use this in the assignment. Okay. So you have to analyze at least 3 major variables, not more than 600 words. Focus on areas of agreement, disagreement, tensions. Okay. So this one, you're going to use strong topic sentence and you must discuss the implications, okay? So this practice we will do the following week, because next week we are still going to do our methodology. Is that clear? Next week, methodology. Don't worry about literature review because we are going to do this only after finishing methodology. So your body paragraph 2, okay? Your body paragraph 2, you are going to work on, what did we do today? The lecture. Hello.
Quantitative research.
Good. Quantitative research is known as research methodology. Okay, it's known as research methodology. So what do you do in research methodology? Tell me all the things that we did today. You're supposed to remember the concepts. How many concepts were there? I asked you just now. How many concepts were there?
6.
Very good. Analyze all the key concepts. in the articles. Okay, you analyze them and then compare and contrast. Listen guys, compare and contrast the instruments, the data collection methods and instruments. So remember the word instrument. Remember the word instrument. What are instruments? Guys, what are instruments?
Questionnaire.
Yeah, see whether they use questionnaire, see whether they use, survey, Likert scale. Okay. All right. So this is what you are supposed to do. So that's the reason why in the tutorial we looked at the summary. Okay. So next week we are going to do this analysis. Next week we are analyzing. Now what you're doing is you have identified the key concepts. This is what you're doing now. Next week I'll help you with the analysis part and the compare and contrast part. Is that clear?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, so that is your body paragraph 2. So now my question is, how many paragraphs do you have?
Three so far.
Okay, you know what I suggest? Okay, wait. Let me just explain this. Okay, let me just minimize. So these are the 3 components, and your assignment, you should have very clear headers. So these are the headers, okay? So can you do this, please? You put it as 1.0 introduction. Call it literature review, 1 page. I mean half a page, but different page. And then your 3.0, your header, yeah, these are headers, okay? Research methodology, and finally 4.0. Clear? So 1.0 is about, okay, if students always ask how many words, okay, this one can be 1 page, 3 paragraphs. Remember I told you, I showed you examples as well. Remember I showed you examples. Okay. Something is missing, isn't it? Hold on. Any questions here? Can understand? This is okay? Intro is okay, guys? Guys,
Yes,
is
miss.
intro okay? Okay. So if you look at that, intro I put 1.1, 1.0. Your 2.0 is not body paragraph, it's called literature review. So literature review is 1 paragraph. Okay. 1 page, about half to the Is that clear? Same goes to this. So this one is another new page. Also 1 paragraph, half to 3/4 page. All right. This is another new paragraph, just a quarter a page. Is that clear?
Yes, miss, clear.
Now, so next week tutorial, we are going to do this. All
Hey,
right.
ma'am.
We're going to do. Okay.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah, I could.
Ma'am, we need to include table of content also, or should we not include?
Oh, no, it's okay. You don't need table of content and so on.
All right, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, no table of content. All I need is just, you don't even have to actually, I think maybe you can just put your name in the header or something, because you're going to do Moodle submission. Last time you have to submit at the counter physical. So you need front cover, you need to do comb binding, you need to put plastic cover. Now it's just Moodle. Okay, sorry, this is group assignment, and group assignment is not 23rd of December. There's a mistake. You have to submit on week 11. Wait. Before I get into group assignment, let me look at individual done. Okay, so group, wait, hold on. I need to check the dates for group. So any questions for individual assignment?
Miss, for the conclusion part, I think it is being
Conclusion?
blocked.
Sorry, conclusion?
Yeah, I think the conclusion is being blocked. Like conclude by summing up all the identifying
Oh, really?
and identifying the significance of topic in, then there's something missing there.
Hold on, yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. This one, deadline. Group assignment, yeah?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yep.
Ma'am, will you provide sample for the individual assignment?
I can't give a sample. We're going to do it in the tutorial. You have to work on it in the tutorial. So when you attend the tutorial, you'll get a sample at the end of the lesson.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, so your own work is your own model. Okay, so the deadline is going to be 4th of November. Okay, guys, listen very carefully. Okay, please cooperate, please listen. For group assignment, you are responsible to find your own group members. All right, I'm announcing it today. This is week 2. In week 2, I'm telling to you that you have to do a group assignment, which submission is in week 11, and you have to find your own group members. Do not tell me I don't have a group member. I didn't even know about the group assignment. Okay, so all this explanation I'll give you later, because this is going to happen only in after the midterm, which is next year. Okay, so now what we are rushing for is individual assignment. Okay, that's the focus now. All right, so this is all the assessment criteria. You can read it. Okay, now so this is what you're required to do. I have explained everything, and we are also doing all this in the tutorial. So today's lecture is actually on this. So next week's lecture will be on literature review, and the tutorial will happen the following week. Is that clear?
Yeah, clear, miss.
Okay, any questions?
I miss.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just asking, when will the journals that we have to summarize be
Posted
released? Yeah,
next week. Tutorial.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, you'll get your journals next week. Okay,
Hi,
that's
miss.
the question. Yes.
Can you go to the introduction part for a while for the individual assignment?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I want to ask is what you mean by identify the key trends or perspective? What's that means?
General information. Now you're going to do, let's say you're doing about fast food, right? So what is the background information they've given in the article about this fast food? What does it mean? Where they open the outlets? What is people's attitude? They'll have that in the introduction. You just have to extract that part of it.
Oh, okay, miss. Thank you.
Very general information, guys. Very general. Okay, any other questions? So was the lecture clear? Today's lecture, was it clear?
Yeah, it was okay, Miss.
Okay, assignment,
Miss.
briefing. Is the assignment briefing clear? So far, is it okay? Can understand?
Yeah,
Yes.
understand.
Okay, very good. Okay, if that's the case, then I will take the attendance now. Hold on, yeah. I'm just trying to get the details done, and then I'll be ready to share the page. Okay, here you go. So guys, we will speak to Friday, but just in case I'm taking a day off on Friday, then I will have to reschedule. Okay. Here you go.
Okay, thank you, Miss. Bye.
Welcome.
Miss, the attendance failed, Miss.
The attendance failed, Miss.
Attendance failed, Miss.
Attendance failure.
Yeah, it says class not found.
Really? How is that possible? All the attendance okay. Never mind, I'll do it manually. Bani, are you here? Bani? Bani? Ilalam? Mohib? Sardar? Sutej?
I'm here, Miss.
Sutej is here. What about the rest, Sardar and all?
Ma'am, I can register my attendance.
What's your name?
Rifat.
R.
Yes.
R, where are you? I don't see you here.
Miss, you're signing for a tutorial class, not lecture. You gave the wrong one.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Mistake. Sorry, yeah. I have to delete this. So sorry. I have to delete this. Extremely sorry. Okay, so sorry. Gotta do it again. So sorry.
Alright, Miss, this is the correct one already. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss.
Thanks, Miss.
Thank you, Miss. Bye-bye.
Have a good weekend.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Miss.
Bye.
Thank you, Miss. Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.
Miss,
Mm-hmm.
can you please send us the slide?
Oh yeah, slides. We have the slides, is it?
I can't see any slide in Moodle's or Teams.
I'll do it now. I will do it now.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
Aaron, Bunny, Hongji, Zinchi, Elalam, Fathi, Haresh, Harini. Are you all here? Ishwarda, Hua, Shazab, Nihet, Ruth, Samuel, Sardar. Are you here, Sardar? Shahmi, Fangchi, Tina, Uzma. Uzma has something. Vincent and Sengpo. Okay, not here. All right, guys, have a great day.